So while calculating the tax, I think, right, we have few of the PCRs. If you go back to the schema, we can understand. Right, this is the schema which we inserted few of the PCRs, right, for projection factor and the gross. So we are passing the gross wage step slash 101, whatever amount is there, to 1 TAT. So after that, we are calculating the annual gross. If you go to the PCR, we are getting this wage step finally, that is the taxable gross. So now we want to subtract the gross, whatever we have, from the total gross. So we have used the processing class 99. If I go to the PCR, so we are specifying the processing class 99 using the parameter 2 in the schema as P99. Right, here we specified PRT function to call the input, and here we specified the processing class 99. So what it exactly do is it will check the PCR grouping, what the waste type consists. So that is why I splitted here basing on the PCR grouping. Let us say as of now for the employee group, the PCR grouping is 3. Means whatever the changes I done, I am explaining. Sorry. Now, payslip is not important, but for the month of January, so if you see now the subschema for tax. So what it is doing, it is calculating the gross for the month to our monthly gross wastage. Right. So the second waste type, so second PCR, it was accumulating the things and it is calculating the annual gross. Right. What are the amount we are getting in OGRS waste type? That is the taxable gross. So now what we have written, basing on the processing class, we are going to calculate basing on the RT. What are the waste types are there specified in processing class 99 with specification 1. So these 3 waste types we have maintained 100, 200 and 300 with a direction symbol, and now we are processing these things to RT. So the only change what I have done is, if you see the particular waste type in the input table, say in the RT table, so the specification for this particular waste types. This is the group, right? This is the PCR grouping. So it's still in PCR grouping 3, okay, which is for salaried employees. We didn't eliminated that grouping still. So if you come to output table, if you see the input table where we have written the conditions, the rule what we are writing here, we are writing the waste step to add to 0 REB. So if you are not giving that eliminate star, this REB will be stored in as 3, right? So previously we got the thing over here. Let us say if you change the PCR, if you go back and this we done yesterday itself for particular PCR grouping. If it is specification 1, if I remove the eliminate star, and if I run the process again, so what it was happening, we are having with all these 3 things with PCR grouping as 3, and the same thing we are processing for these waste steps without that eliminate star. So in the IT table, we are telling to store. If you see the IT table, the only waste type it is holding with 3, remaining will go going to star. Got it? So whenever you do the calculations, you have to see if the rule, whatever we have written here, right? This rule, what it is doing, it is calculating everything correctly. So this consists of this is in the star grouping. So you are getting the amount of this waste type, that is this amount, but you are not getting this waste type because this waste type holds the PCR grouping, not star. It holds 3. So whenever we are doing the calculation, it should be unique. That is why this value is not coming in the calculation. Right. So what we have to do is whenever you are writing the PCR, we have to check with the PCR grouping of each waste step. So these deduction waste steps, the contribution waste steps which we are considering here holds 3, and we have to recheck before this what are the inputs we are going to calculate or with star. So if you write a PCR basing on the star, we have to consider this. Moreover, the first error which we got, if you remember, okay, that is because of the PCR. We have written of this itself. In this PCR, what we have done, see, let us say if we are going for PCR grouping 3 for specification 1, we didn't mention that as E, right? If you are mentioning it as ADDWT star and pushing here, right? Even this also. So here we didn't mention E over here. So whatever the adjustments I done, So what it will do whenever the PCR, because we are calling the particular PCR with PRT table, the results table will come into picture. There we have all the wastage which are there in RT. Again, we are moving it to, OT table. Right? If I saved this, if I run, we'll get the same error what we got yesterday, because this waste step already moved to RT. Again, we are bringing the waste step back to, you know, IT table. So that is the reason we are getting the waste step. See, if you see here in the schema, we are getting the calculation over here, but we are getting error. What was happening? Here, if you see the RT table already these waste steps already processed. It was went to RT table. What we are telling, we are basing on the PCR what we have written. So if this is the waste step, we are pushing to OT table again. We didn't specify the column. It should go to RT because we are calling it from RT. We have to push it to RT. Right. So what I have done here is I changed everything to E. E stands for RT table, right? For any of the grouping, I am changing the same thing. If remaining waste step, it should go to RT. So the rule will read for grouping 3, and we are pushing to RT instead of IT. Right? Then whatever the value, if the specification is 1, then we are passing it to IT table only this particular waste step because we are going to process. That is the first thing, right? Which we fixed the error yesterday. So here, if you see, the process. If you go for this one, it is going to RT again, so we don't have any errors. If it comes back to IT, then definitely there will be errors. So already those things were processed and those things are storing in RT table. Right? If you see the IT table after this, you have all the waste steps, but only the particular waste step stands for 3. Right? Let us say if you are writing a rule, I think I have written a rule 6 TA3. Are we in the what we have given here 6 year to annual tax it is calculating. Right, it is calculating basing on his gross amount, whatever we have written. see what this PCR is doing. Okay, this is for the net calculation. So we have to write a PCR for this, right? If you see the schema output here, I think within the second PCR, annual tax. Okay, within this PCR itself, we have to, I think I modified the things. So here what we have to do, whatever the gross amount we have, I am, going to add this. Only change I have done, I have written a line or here. See, for gross calculation, what we have done, amount is equal to this much we are telling, and amount we are getting it from minus amount we have, right, minus 600 we have in 0 REB if you see the input. So whatever the gross is there, if I am placing it, it should subtract from uh, you know the gross amount, whatever the OREB having, it should subtract from his gross amount. But still it was not happening because here the PCR grouping we mentioned as star. So this waste step will get input in this particular line. If you are created three, only this waste step will come and this waste step won't come. So both should be similar if you are writing the same rule. So that is the reason in the previous PCR, when I am calculating, 0 REB, there itself I am putting a eliminate star. So what we have to do in this PCR, when we are capturing the social contributions, if it is specification 1, we added the things to RT, whatever the values is there of any of the waste step, even if it is 1, but we are creating a waste step called 0 REB without any indicators. So what it will happen, if you see the log as of now, sorry, IT. In the IT table, all the things are 0, which we are taking, this value as well as this value. So this value should be subtracted from this value. So gross should be subtracted from the rebate. So this consists of 3 and this consists of star. So whenever you are writing a rule, definitely it won't work. So that is the reason I want to eliminate this A. Right? So I saved this, giving this Elmi star for the particular waste step, that is 0 REB. Then if I run the payroll, you can see here somewhere, you see here that was reduced with 600. This is the process what was happening. If you see in the IT table, even 0 REB holds with star instead of a particular PCR grouping and all this stuff. So now what it was happened, this is the annual gross. With this waste type, and B consists of minus 600 total contributions. So what I am doing, I am adding this with this. So you are getting this much of value. So the same thing you can see in the output of the PCR. And to which waste step we are adding to 1TX, which is the annual gross. So here where we are adding, we'll see. So this is the percentage amount. So slab code 2, if I remember, that is 10%, right? So whatever the amount I got, I'm multiplying with say this much field, which consists of 10%, because that was false on this. So this will be the 1TX, that is his annual tax. So here we are doing, right, whatever the amount we got, we are checking with the slab, it falls under the particular slab or not. If it is going to star, means it falls on that particular slab. So we are percentaging with the constant z tax 2, which consists of 10%. So the same thing we are pushing it to 1TX, which is the annual tax for the employee. Here this is the gross and this is the tax. So you are getting the output of tax of this much basing on the 10%. Right, the same value we are getting, what I said. So now you want to calculate the monthly tax. We have already a PCR written, if you remember, basing on the gross itself. So what we are doing, I think we have to see what we have written for 1TX. Right, what I am telling, amount is equal to 1TX, then I am deducting whatever the tax so far deducted, means deducted so far as of now. This is the annual one, this is the monthly tax every month which we will deduct. This will be the annual tax. So we are reducing from CRT table whatever the tax employee already paid. Okay, then we are checking the projection factor. Then we are adding one. I already said why we are adding one, current month plus future months. Then we are dividing that amount with the rate to distribute, means to deduct the amount in the equal intervals in the coming months of the financial year. So the finally we are adding that amount to the monthly tax wage tax, which is 10,005, right, which we got over here. Right, a complex calculation, but if you are really can understand the complexity, you can debug many of the things. The same things are there in all standard PCRs for different countries. Got it? You want me to explain what PCR was doing? What again within the same schema? Any questions? No questions? Clear or you are confused, everybody? Let me know the feedback if you are comfortable or not. Anyone? Rakesh? Srinivas, are you good? What I said? I
Yeah,
think this
no,
is
no
the
questions, Krishna. Perfect.
okay, Srinivas. Because this is the complex one what we done, right? So whenever you have to remember whenever you are using a specific processing class, the PCR should be based on his you know the PCR grouping. You can check within the input of the RT. So if because I am calling PRT, so basing on that it will work. Previously, what was happened because we worked on star, so slash 440 came into picture again to IT table, and it was throwing as error that we fixed basing on the a rule which we changed. So then what we got error, the rule what we have written. Let us say if you change it to 3 also for all waste types. Let us say in this waste type what we are doing, we are adding it to RT. Instead of adding to RT, what we done, we are adding to IT table again. If you give space, it will go to IT. So that is the reason the second error we are going to get. So we placed a E over here because we are calling RT, we have to push the things to RT itself. Okay, so without any cause, we should not get the values of RT to IT, IT to CRT or such kind of things. So that is the reason we have a standard error. So we modified our PCR. So finally, we adjusted a single line uh, in 6TA2. I think this is the only change which we have done. So what I done is we have already written the same PCR without this line, right? You may tell without these two lines. Generally, what we are doing is amount is equal to the gross amount. Then we are comparing with slabs and we are calculating the tax previously. So here just I mentioned that because this is a minus value, so I am telling it as plus. So if I put minus, what will happen? The minus into minus, it will become plus and it will add to this. So we want to subtract from the gross. So I have put a plus, and whatever the 600 as of now, this is the example amount what I have taken, right? So this was subtracting from the gross, and basing on that gross, it is going to tax slabs, and it is giving the uh, annual tax. Okay, so 1 TX is the annual tax. So 1 TX annual tax. So what we done, basing on the annual tax, whatever the annual tax for the complete year he has to pay, financial year, and what he paid we are reducing, and the projection we are calculating, the future months and the current month. Then we are dividing with the equal intervals. The tax should be deducted, and we are deducting that much. Say 12,000 we have per complete annum. If we have 12 months still available, we are deducting 1,000 for each month in equivalent hours. That is the annual tax. So if it is a monthly tax, there is no such complications we have. If it is the annual tax, we have to check all this stuff. Even if you are working with your ABAP consultant, you should know, the process, how they will do. What is the projection? What is the uh, payments employee already received or already the tax deducted, and accordingly we have to work on. So if there are, max up to 5 or 6 slabs, you can manage with PCR. Let us say if they have different kinds of slabs, n number of slabs, then you have to go for a function. Right? I think if you are clear, can I start the next topic? How to create a function, or you want me to tell something else? Yes, Shweta. If nobody have any questions, I will, come out of this topic and I will go to the thing, how to create a payroll function. Okay, then creating a payroll function is very simple thing if you want to create, but it will affect many of the things, right? So don't uh, try this directly in this server. Why? Because means if you are trying, you have to uh, take care of few of the things which I am going to tell. Don't stop in middle and go out of the system. If you started creating a function, you have to take care of minimum things. What will happen? Let us say if you are creating I think I will show you first what I had created. Basing on that, we will create a different function. So creation of a function is first starts with the PE04 transaction. What you want to create? Payroll function. So accordingly, so when you create a function, it will, call a program. If you can see in the header title, RP CBU RZ0. So whatever I am explaining, it's almost, it's completely a web related thing. But you should know the functionality of the function. As of now, what function will do, it will take the input of RT or of IT, or DT difference table based on your requirement. So, and we have to produce again a similar way steps to a IT table or RT table or the difference table. So, whatever the requirement you have, right? So here it will check with the all country processing, things. I think this program I created for HNCLC0. You all know what is the payroll program, right? Apart from the transaction. So for every transaction, there will be a program in the back end, right? So what it gone, if I go to the cloud, it went to a include, which will be stored in all payroll drivers. Let us say if you done a mistake over here within the server, so within the 800 client, or I don't think it is a client specific, but if you done something wrong in any of the clients within this server, the payroll will run. So that is the risk factor when you are modifying these things. So if you are familiar with the ABAP or if you know the basics of the ABAP, how to start and how to end, you can go through this. If not, why I am explaining this is you can explain the same thing to ABAP that this is the process we can create. I want such kind of function which will take RT as input or IT as input, and I want to do all the calculations basing on several Z info types or any of the things, and finally I want the value to be in the IT table or RT table, right? So I'm going to explain you the process, right? So this will be the code where the program include program will be there. If you see, this program was included in all payroll drivers, all country payroll drivers, right? Before that, I will create a new function, right? When you say create a standard, there will be a form routines within the ABAP program, which will calculate several things and it will get executed with this particular function. Okay, if you are familiar something about the ABAP, within the ABAP there can be a like schema we have, sub schema we have. Likewise, within the ABAP programming, we have a standard payload program, and there will be a include programs in that, right? So within those include programs, there can be several perform statements which will call the form routines. So here there is a standard form routine was created. If you see the form routine, so we have given z underscore ta1. So by standard, it was creating a fu z underscore ta1. If you want to define yourself, you can create your own form routine without using this, right? So let us say here is the function which we created with a form routine. This is the important one which we have to include in the program what I said, right? So here you can define this particular program will be used in which country. So we'll select other countries, right? So this is the first one. So this particular function will be for other countries. We are specifying. If the same function it should work for different countries, you can select the different countries. So again, as I said, when you use the program, what should be the input parameters? What should be the output parameters? So whenever there is a process, if you see writing a PCR, we are calling something with PIT, we are calling with the PRT, we are calling some PCRs with PDT. So process, RT, IT, DT, all these things we are telling for that particular PCR, we want input values from those tables. So accordingly, in this function also we have the same similar things. If you click on input parameters, and if you go for change and then go for new entries, let us say country 99. So we are not, see, if you are really comfortable to create a function, then you have all these function requires whatever the parameter. Basing on this, you can create your function. So I am telling I want IT table as input, and I want RT table as also input. Let us say example I am telling. Right? There will be a workbench request creating. and then you have to define the output parameters as well. Means if you want to see the output, right, go to change and then new entries, the same values I am giving. I think you are all clear about what is IT, what is RT, and all this stuff within the payroll. So I'm not explaining more. So I defined the function here and I am saving this. Right, let us say I am saving in the local object. So I'm activating this again. Right. So now you are thinking the function was activated, but in the other end there is a form routine activated within the standard SAP given program. Because these programs, it's hard to remember for us as a functional consultant. We have to see what is the program. So this will be the program, right? I'm just uh, you know so let us say if you run the payroll now, we didn't disturb anything of our PCRs and schemas. So in my view, it won't run anything if you are running for any of the program. If you see the error analysis within this particular program, the form it's already created, so we should define the form. Let us say you people, any of the people went to PE04, say blindly created whatever I done as of now. Even if it is correct, if you didn't close the process, so no one in the server can process payroll or run the payroll. So this is the risk. So if you are going to try, you put everything in front of you, what I am telling, and then you have to try. So we should not disturb the remaining people to work. So never stop up to here. Whatever I am telling, you have to follow the complete one. And moreover, this is the thing which Ababus, Manu, you are not getting me. Is remaining people can hear me?
Yeah, a few minutes back I lost your voice.
Oh,
Okay, then go ahead.
okay.
Now
Now
I'm
it's
able
okay,
to
right?
hear.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So what I'm telling is, so whatever the payroll you run, maybe it's running, but still, okay. So we have to continue creating the things. The next step, what we have to do is the program. We should identify the first thing. So I think you have to note it somewhere, or you can Google it somewhere in Google. You can get what is the program. I just ping this program, right? Whenever you are creating a payroll function, there should be a form routine within this program, right? And moreover, this is the SAP standard program. It won't allow you to change, right? It will ask the access key. which is the object key for this particular object. So previously, let us say in the 4.7 server, we are requesting a object key in SAP Marketplace, and they are giving a object key. The same key we are putting here, and we are modifying the standard program given by SAP. So what it will do is whenever there is a patch upgrade and all this stuff, the code what we have written will be replaced. So every time we have to take backup of the code, and whenever you are updating the patch and all this stuff, we have to revert the code again, right? So here after 4.7 we have a thing called what you can say enhancement spot we can create within the program what SAP already given. I want to check the program again. That's what I'm right. This will be the transaction. So see here. Or PCALC. If anybody remember what is the program for international payroll driver? Let us see, we will put it in the normal form. So if this is the standard include or standard program, include program which you want to modify the logic. So I think from here, ABAPS will take care generally, but even you can click on this, you can see where you can put that enhancement spot. Just hold a minute, I will be back. So Srinivas, are you confirmed this is the program? Okay. That is x0 what you said. Cx0. So within the programs, within this program, we have to, enhance this. If you see, if you go for, change and all this stuff, again, you will get the same logic. We can't check directly. The thing is, first you have to say enhance, the first step, then uh, show implicit enhancement options. This will be called as the implicit enhancement spot, right? So I am clicking on this. So where you can do your own enhancement. So it will show you the thing, what is the space given. So it at any point of space you can create, but be sure it should not fall under any of the form. So if you see the form here, it is the enhancement to modify this particular form. So there are many form and non-forms, right? Here we are going to create a enhancement spot. It should not fall under any of the form and form. So likewise, when you are inserting a PCR, what we are doing, we are checking thoroughly the uh, schema, and then we are doing it. So what I am going to do here somewhere, I am selecting this. So because it's almost at the end of the things. So all these enhancement spots are given for different purposes. So when you want to modify the standard process within the enhancement spot, you can, so what this form is doing, we should understand first, right? Then you can enhance this particular form. So as of now, we want to create a, new enhancement for this program. It's a new form. So select this and edit, create implementation. So even if you don't know this, there won't be a big issue. Already AWABers are aware of this. Uh, so let us say we are giving it for tax. I'm just creating a dummy one. Right. So I'm saving this to the local object. So if you see here, you will have by default, there will be enhancement created over here with, see, like if and if option every time when you remember, right? Like a block begin in the PCR. So here the enhancement was begin over here and end of enhancement over here. So whatever you want, you can write over here. You can't write anything above or underneath over here. Right? So you can if the first place it's the ABAP one, if you want to give some comment lines, you can give star, even single star will work. So star is for comment lines, right? You can mention so and so date, right? So you can write what this enhancement is doing and what is the purpose we have created the enhancement, so that whenever the next ABAP consultant is going to change, he can check with the comments and he will change. So then what we required actually, whenever you are running international payroll, you are getting a dump stating that this form is not exists. So this was created through PE04. So this was created dynamically. So we have to create a form or here. And whenever you want to, edit the logic from there, see, there are two things. Directly you can create a form, and form will starts with end form. So here you will give the form name. So you have to do accordingly. So what I done here, I have just given whatever the form. I didn't build any logic, right? The form should be uh, available in the particular include wherever it is, even if there is no logic. Let us say if you uh, generate it. So every ABAP program should be generated, unlike our configuration tables. In the configuration tables, we have to save. Like if you see the features, you have to save and you have to activate. Still we have, just we'll check with the program which I created. So that I think, so these are the ABAP programs. I am not, expert in ABAP programming. I know how to work and I will work, but I can't, explain more of these programs. So we'll do one thing. We'll check what I have done with uh, what we have done, program, then include, then end form. Right, the same thing should work actually. We'll do one thing, we'll add a include and we'll see what was happening. So the same include we'll give, let us say what it will happen. Okay. So let us say what we will do is we have to create a perform statement over here. If you see here, if you go for the HR tax, we'll do one thing. Actually, because this is the standard form, what we will do is we'll include a program here. So say TST1, right? So here you can know generally how to create a include program. So if you double click on this, this program still not exists in the system. It will ask us to this include program does not exist. So if you want to create or not. What happened to this? Okay. So that is the reason actually we are getting the error. Now as of now there are no errors. See, there are two lines where we have to define under these things. So if you start form under these comment lines, so here you have to build the code, right? So if you start from here, you can copy the same three lines. The form should be start and end should be happen within these two lines, right? So if I activate this, if I save this and if I activate the enhancement ZHR underscore tax, So first we have to enhance, activate the enhancement which we created. So this is the enhancements part we created. So if you come back and if you see, the error which we are getting in the dump should not come now. See, the error was gone because the form what we have done is already we have inserted here, right, in international payroll driver. So if you come down, this is the form we created and we are doing. This was anyhow the comment line. So we just started the form and we said end form. Even there is no logic in between we build up as of now, it won't matter. So you can ask the ABAP to build some logic somewhere in between these two lines so that you can use the particular function what you have created, right? ZTA1 function you can use in the parameter 1 of the PCR and you can get the things, right? Let us say, see, whenever you want to modify, you have to come down here in a display mode to a standard include program which was given by SAP. Then you have to click on enhance, right? So then even then you can't edit the lines, right? Then what you have to do, you have to go to operations. So change the implementation. So now you can edit the things. You can write something logic, some XYZ, whatever you want within this enhancement. So it may lead to many of the things. So generally what they will do is they will create a include program to do the logic, all the stuff within the form start and end form. So whenever the form starts, it will go to the particular include like subschema and it will read the particular program which we are going to create. So quickly, how to create a web program. There are several things again within the creation of a web program. So if you say create this, oh, so we'll create say two. So here you have types of programs. So as I said, main schema, sub schema. So include executable program and include program. So apart from there are several types of programs within the ABAP where ABAPers will understand better. And in dynamic actions, you will create some programs with function called F that will be a subroutine program. So whatever I know, I am explaining. The remaining part really I don't know as of now. So here I want to create a include program, and I am just saving this. So I have created a program that will include program ZHR test 2. So I will modify as of now here to 2, right? This is the include program. Maybe one somebody have created. So what I am doing, I am saving this and I will activate. Right? So the objects which I created, I am just activating, pressing enter. So if you go here to the program, now if you go for check or if you activate the enhancement, so this ZHR underscore TX is the enhancement. So ZHR test 2 is the include within this enhancement, and this ZHR TX consists of a form which was created within the PE04 form. So there are few standard things are there within the coding of few things. So those things I will just try to explain my best. So now the form was activated. So next time if you want to edit something, no need to come to this program, do a enhance and change and all this stuff. You can directly go to SC38. Whatever the code you will write in this particular include program, the Z1, the same thing it will be reading with the standard program, right? So here is the program. Let us say I have to, as I said, I am not master in programming, but still I will manage to explain what I have written, copying somewhere from Google and somewhere from the standard programs within the SAP. So there are n number of standard, form routines are already built uh, within the SAP. A form will be called, if you are creating your own form, it will be called with a perform statement, right? So before that, if you want something to calculate, to do some calculations, you can create your own text data. These are the variables. Let us say, you are creating some time types to store something. Within the time types, what you are doing, you are telling that what kind of time type is that. You are telling something for, month balance time type or day balance time type or such kind of thing. If you are creating a waste type, you are telling it as a deduction waste type or a, all these stuff. So here we are telling we are creating our own W underscore amount, amount ones, whatever you want. And I'm telling like the field 15 BTRG is the amount field, if you remember. So it should behave like the amount fields. So these are the things I defined or here, right? So I have created a, you know, Z table for tax calculations. I think it will be more confusing for you people to create a tax table and all this stuff. So I have created this is my own table. I created many of the things like if the maximum amount, minimum amount is this and maximum amount is this much. So the tax should be this much percentage. So 10%, 20%, 30% I defined basing on these tax ranges. Okay. So I have created again a sequence 1 and 2 for male and female. Likewise, you can create n number of things within the Z table. The same data, whatever the data we are having here, I'm just pulling it to a work area. Again, I created what I want. The same data means a table similar to this particular table, right? So likewise, I started the defining what I required as the input. Then I called a perform statement to getting the amount which was stored in /101 in the results table. So this perform statement will call this form routine, where in this form routine they have already built the logic to pull all the waste step amounts. So in this particular waste step amount, I am storing it into _amount. This is the _amount which I defined. So now this, after this perform statement, whatever /101 holds, it will store here, right? So whatever the comment lines I am leaving as of now. So now what I am telling, I am using a select statement over here. From the Z table, what I created, I am pulling the data to work area table, which I created over here, right? And I am putting a where conditions. So we have a, start date and end date and all this stuff. It can be slabs can be deferred for next year. The tax will change. So all these things it will take care. So it will have built the same logic. You can check program again. Okay, which will force it will check the system date and it will pull the particular line of this table. If this is the thing, it will capture 20 and it will multiply with the gross amount. So if all conditions fulfilled, then _tax will be _amount, where we got /101 amount into the tax, that is say 10 or 20%, whatever it is, or there is a number 20, so divided by 100 will be the percentage. So finally I am getting _tax over here. So the same value I am putting into a tax waste type 0460, right? Put _waste type will do those things. So these are the standard functionalities, uh, already built in the standard program. So same things I am using. So this is my knowledge within the ABAP. So if you tell the process to your ABAP team, boss, this is the process, we'll create a function here, then the form will create like this. If you do this, we'll get the output. So whenever you got the required value in the, if you want within the function, you can push to RT table so that there won't be any issues. If you want to do further calculations with PCRs with some inputs, you can ask them to push it to IT table. So you can, basing on this function, you can write some other PCRs, right? So if you can coordinate good with the ABAP, even if you are not really good in PCR, you can write the Z functions. But if you are not following the standard PCR process and if you are going for a Z functions, so the total payroll program will become as Z. So then instead of a functional consultant, there will be a requirement for ABAP consultant to work instead of our place. So this is the final weapon we have. If you can't achieve something through PCR, then you can use this functionality to work on. Right? I think if I have some examples to show you, I will see within the same table. I think I have few of the things before that where I inserted the
Krishna, how they are? This is Thirumaran Krishna.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what is the purpose of an operation? Is it not required to create any operations if you are using function? What is the integration with operation and function?
See, operation is a separate part, right? See, we have a
Okay.
function
Okay.
to call a PCR or to do some calculations, straightforward
O-
calculations.
okay.
So whenever you have operation, see, function is like say USTX, which will calculate the tax for complete US. The complete
Okay.
logic was built in within USTX, the calculation
Okay.
of tax.
Okay.
Okay, so operation is like AMT, amount is equal to, you have n number of things again in that,
Okay. Okay.
or rate is equal to, you are telling something, or in time you are telling HRS is equal to M. So you are getting the time type from Salado table. If you are giving rate
Okay.
is equal to, let us say, amount is equal to, if you are specifying E, you are getting input from all RT table.
Okay.
So those are the standard things. If you want to create a operation, basing on that, if you want to write a rule,
Okay. Okay. Fine.
right? Operation will be stored within your rule.
Okay.
Then basing on that operation, you can write the rule,
Fine. Fine. Fine.
right? So function, there is no rule requirement. You have to insert in the schema. It will run his log,
Okay.
that logic.
Okay. Right.
Yes, just Google it. We have many documents in saptechnical.com and many other scenarios, many other
Okay.
sites. Right?
Okay. Thanks.
So seeing the documents, understanding is a bit typical. So I explained my best. Right? I can work on this, but I'm not that much, expertise in ABAP. I'm a functional consultant still. If I have my scenarios, I can work, but still I can't explain. That's the thing. Because whenever we are going to the advanced course, so I am taking help of, the ABAP guy to explain all this stuff. So I will tell the process how to create the function and all this stuff from our side, like functional side. So the ABAP will explain what the perform statement will do, what the form will do, and all this stuff.
Thank you, Krishna. This is more than enough.
Yeah,
Thank you, Krishna.
yeah. And I don't think before we are comfortable with all PCRs and schemas, we should not go for the advanced one. The only thing I explained here, who are struggling in their projects, and if they have no other solution, you can check with the ABAP to implement this instead of developing a new complete payroll program or a time program. I saw many of the places, instead of using RP time 00, they are using a different ABAP program to calculate the time related things. So instead of that, you can ask them to create a function which will do everything for you, and you can insert in the time evaluation program. So whenever you are comfortable writing PCRs, you can eliminate, you can comment this function line and you can insert your own PCRs to get it standardized. So Z is Z always. So SAP don't support anything, whatever you are writing. So better follow the standard process. The last weapon, we will follow this. So I want to show if something is available. I think long back I have done this. So No, I think still it is not there somewhere. So we'll do one thing, we'll try to insert the function over here. What it will do, we'll see. So generally what we'll do, you know what are the inputs for IT and RT. So accordingly you have to insert the function what we created. Let us say it is Z tax, and we'll try running the payroll India, and we'll see what it will do. Because the function which I written with the code is for so here is the function we got what I created. So if you see what you defined as input parameters, IT and RT you got here. So you have all the IT values, sorry, RT values are here. You have IT values, right? The gross amount. I think again we have a split over here, right? We'll see, right? So then if you see, I think I'm pushing to IT or RT. You have a 0400 waste step. Maybe the amount become very small for this gross as per the Z table. So your function is not working. So let us say if you are going, if you want to debug what was happening in the function. So this is the last thing what I'm going to explain you how to debug the function. Right? Let us say if I want to know what was happening or my rule was reading correctly or not. Let us say if I want to know from here, I will put a breakpoint over here. So it should stop if my rule was reading. So the same thing ABAPers will do. Whatever the relevant places, if they know, they will put a breakpoint and they will see what are the values it was passing here. Debugger mode went for. So let us say if you click on the table, you can see what are the values stored here clicking on this. So as of now, nothing was there or here. Right? If I press F5, so you can see here. So I think yes, somehow it is not reading anything. So see here we got the gross amount. Okay, so when you are checking this, there is no relevant slab. This amount, if you see the Z table, so the tax amount is becoming zero. That is why you are not getting any values. Let us say if you change the tax amount to some 5,000, say within the debug mode, you will get the value of this. So within the table, it is not falling under any of the slab, the gross amount. So you are not getting any, output. It is running for 2 periods. So you got the tax accordingly because I put 5,000 over there and it is doing some other calculations, gross into and all this stuff. So finally, this is the process how to debug the programs. Even ABAP will know more things than us. So I don't think you have many questions on this. Even if you have, I think I can't explain more, but still you can uh, ask the things so that I will try my best to explain on this. Anything else? Everybody can you please reply me how comfortable you are as of now? Poonam?
Yeah, clear, Krishna.
Okay, great.
Is this
So
our
that's
last?
all almost right. Actually, we was closed with the topics. Before today, sorry, tomorrow afternoon, if somebody have, any questions or queries, or if you want me to take another session or anything else, you just drop a mail. So basing on the majority, we'll consider taking another session,
Okay,
right?
Krishna. Thank
Yeah. You just check with the things, whatever I explained. If you really required a legal, if there is a, real requirement or, something really I missed out, definitely we'll take the session. Okay.
Hello, Krishna.
And yes,
Yeah, Krishna, for off-cycle payroll, do we need to write any custom PCRs or standard will take care?
same thing, Shweta. There are already standard functionality given over here. See, I'm going to any of the schema. Uh, Let us say if you are in somewhere, whenever you have any of the schema, you have if SPRN will start, right? So if it is a special run, that is nothing but the off cycle run. Okay, so they have their own logics already built in. So whenever you check for a off cycle run and the payments, so there is a function SPRN. Every time it will come into picture in all the standard PCRs. So if it is a off cycle run, you see there is a standard, bonus related or tax related, one-time payments related. These are the functions running for all the things. Even if you see the, international PCR, you have already available. There are no rules. If you have, you can write. Accordingly, it will work. So nothing to do
Okay,
with the
so
off
it is the
cycle.
same schema which you used, right? I was a bit confused.
Same schema,
Only
maybe it will be modified, right?
okay. Do we
See,
have to
logic.
write anything for retro or this off-cycle standard retro calculation will
Mm,
take care?
Nothing. The retro, what I
Okay,
said, if you are asking me about India payroll, already they have retro wage steps, three wage steps given,
okay.
right? For the customer wage steps, IN 42, 3 and 4, means if client wants to
Retro
display
in
the area,
off-cycle no. Retro in off-cycle, normally in off-cycle
how
payroll, with
retro
your
payment,
experience,
what I am telling is, if you are running off cycle payment, in that you are not going to pay the retro amounts, right? Let us say in off cycle you paid bonus 267, then if you adjusted off cycle, right?
okay,
So whenever you done, the off cycle will trigger again, so you will get the retro arrears dynamically in the current period. You try doing that, it will work. Nothing to write anything else for off cycle. Off
okay,
cycle is a off cycle one. So for India payroll perspective, you should take care of tax deduction part. If you are not taking care, no issues. It will be as usual, the tax calculation for the entire financial year.
Krishna, can you come back to the main schema? I just have one question. I read somewhere.
Main screen in
Any
the
schema?
main
Any schema, main
here.
payroll schema. Yeah, IN00. In the beginning, there is one check ABR which is commented. Do we have to uncomment it in XIN0?
See, if you are doing a live payroll run or doing a uh, you know master data, right? So it's a by standard. If you can sorry, think how it should be in the live server, this should be activated. If you comment this, what will happen? So I'm say running with payroll period 1,
So it will not check the
right?
control record, is it?
It won't check anything,
Okay. Yeah.
right? If you do a live run now, what it will you know it will give the it is not compatible, right? So let us say if you
Mhm.
comment this, so it will do the live run for you. So in the productive systems, we should not deactivate this line.
We should not comment. Okay.
Yes, we should not,
Okay. Okay.
right? So, and one more thing, there are n number of functions which I didn't explain or I can't explain, let us say. So, I explained you how to check the, documentation. So, wherever you have a doubt on a function or a this thing, you have to go to the documentation, get the syntax, and do a testing in your development server or a quality server, and you have to get the knowledge. So, it's a version again, whatever, I explained the PCR schemas. So whatever the best I can do, I explain as per my knowledge. So basing on this, you have to gain the knowledge in your projects again.
And one more thing, Krishna, if you have any doubts while practicing these things, will you able to clear those doubts after this course is over?
Uh, I can't give you a word,
Mhm.
But still, if you call me whenever I am free, I can. That's what I
Okay,
am
thank you.
doing for the remaining team also.
Thank you. Thank you
But
so
I
much.
can't ensure that 24/7 I can give the
Yeah,
support from
yes,
my
yes,
side.
make
But still, I will try my best to help you out.
thank you.
Yeah. So that's all from my side. From the session, you just, if you have any queries, you just drop a mail to me so that we will think we can take a class tomorrow or not.
Okay.
Sri Krishna.
Yes, yes, Praveen.
Okay. I'll just call you. Is it okay? I'll call you for 5 minutes or maybe 2 minutes after this call.
Sure.
Okay. I'll call you. Thank you.
Krishna Thiru.
Yes, Thiru.
Yeah, thank you, Krishna. Thanks for the detailed session. It's a nice session. Actually, we got a very good learning from you.
Yeah.
And
So hope you
yeah,
have the access of the system, Thiru, right? I think,
yeah, I'm
right?
practicing with my own
You,
system. Actually.
you
Yeah,
just take the screenshots of the things because later stage it is not my own server, so they can refresh the server at any point of time so that all the PCRs will go off or
okay,
all the
fine.
configuration will go off. So before that, you just take the screenshots of the PCRs
Okay.
what we have written, so it will be helpful for you people.
Yeah, sure,
Because
sure.
whatever I explained are the real-time scenarios what we really worked and struggled a lot to cope up the same things.
Okay. Anyway,
Right.
this relationship is not going to be end. We will definitely disturb you.
Even I know I'm doing the same for the remaining batches also. So
Yeah,
let us see. But
thanks, Krishna.
whenever I am
Thanks.
free, definitely I will help you.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Krishna.
Yeah. So I'm closing the sessions. I hope everybody is okay with my sessions. So if something is there, my mobile number is there with all you people, so you can contact me at any point of time. Thank you.
Thank you, Krishna.